Okay, good. So looks like we are streaming live. Hooray. Okay, good. I'm having problems with my vision today. I need my reading glasses. My computer is a little bit farther away from me than it normally is. Okay, good. So I'm not at my normal home right now. I'm at our place in California. So I don't have my bowls. I'm a little bit, my setup is a little bit different than normal, but I'm really excited to be doing this today. And I'm going to recording and share my screen, and then I'm going to start the recording over here. So just bear with me for one moment. I have slides. Okay. And let's see, how do I record from here? Let's see. Record on the cloud. All right, good, everyone. Welcome to this mini masterclass, Unwinding the Trauma of Abandonment with Sacred Soul Symbols. I'm going to be using several Sacred Soul Symbols today, and I have some slides, which is why I'm sharing my screen here. So this is a trauma that affects many people. Really, it affects all people, unless and until we are able to heal the trauma of abandonment. Some of the ways that we have taken this trauma on is our own experiences in life. We may have had one or both of our parents who were not there through their own absence, their own choice, through divorce, through death. We may have experienced neglect early in life. We may have experienced the loss of somebody that we love through their choice or through something that was not a result of their choice, such as death. Sometimes divorce is not the choice of the person that we may end up feeling abandoned by. A lot of us came into this lifetime already holding this pattern of abandonment from another lifetime, or that we inherited in our DNA from one of our parents or both of our parents. A lot of times, the abandonment wounding, that trauma, it results in always feeling alone and feeling like you have to do everything on your own. And I can tell you that has been one of my core wounds that I have worked very hard to heal over my lifetime. I picked up the trauma of abandonment in kind of a unique way, I think. I was born 4 weeks premature, and I was in an incubator for the first 4 weeks of my life. And this really created that wound for me. And then when I was in high school, my dad died, really solidifying the trauma of abandonment. Um, and that's how it has shown up for me. I spent most of my life feeling like I was alone and feeling like I had to do everything on my own, not being able to feel like I could ask for help. Can also show up as the inability to trust or rely on another person, even God, even feeling like we cannot rely on or trust in God or the universe. Fear of intimacy or letting anybody get too close to us for fear that they will abandon us. Sabotaging relationships because of that reason. Separation anxiety, low self-esteem and low self-confidence, feelings of unworthiness. We also may have patterns of abandoning ourselves or abandoning other people before giving them a chance to abandon us. So we're going to be working hard and deep today to unwind this trauma of abandonment. A few months ago, I held a workshop for this topic that was inspired by the sacred soul symbol trauma of abandonment. So I'm going to be really focusing on using that sacred soul symbol today in the healing. I have 4 sacred soul symbols that I'm going to be sharing on my screen. And as I'm guided, I may bring more in. And if I do, I'll do my best to show the cards on the screen for those symbols, but just know that if I do call them in without showing them on the screen, they're still working. The images of the sacred soul symbols, if you don't know by now, I've been talking a lot about them in the last few weeks, are just their visual representations of multi-dimensional technologies. So these technologies are working energetically. We are just able to more tangibly connect with them when you see that visual representation. I'm also going to be using some sacred soul alignments to take the healing farther and deeper. So the combination of alignments and sacred soul symbols are the perfect combination. And we're going to be working with both of those today. Before I dive into the healing, I want to really just give you all an invitation. If the Sacred Soul Symbol certification is on your radar, I've been talking a lot about it the last 2-3 weeks, even longer for some of you. If you're a Sacred Soul Alignment practitioner, you've been hearing about this for a while. And we're finally almost ready to begin. We are starting on November 29th. And because next week is Thanksgiving week here in the US, and I'm not really particularly wanting to work on Thanksgiving, I'm going to spend that time with my family. The registration for this class is closing on Tuesday, November 21st. So that's less than a week away. And I only have a limited number of card decks left. If you have joined the certification, you're guaranteed to be able to get a deck. Either you get one if you pay in full, that's a bonus. You get the deck shipped to you anywhere in the world as a bonus. Or if you are using one of the payment plans, you can purchase the card deck at actually less than my cost. That includes shipping. So this card deck is very beautiful. I'll be showing a few probably cards today as we do some of the, I'll probably be guided to add in some more symbols than what I have prepared for slides. But the card deck is exclusively available for Sacred Soul symbol students and practitioners. So that's, I've had a lot of people ask me how I can get the deck. That's the only way, because these cards are tools for using the technologies. They're not just normal oracle cards. You have to be attuned to the technologies to be able to use them. And so that therefore the deck is only available to the students and practitioners. And throughout the 8-week class, which honestly, I believe, I just feel like I'm going to be extending it by at least a couple of weeks. So it probably will be a 10 to 12-week class once we get underway. You will be attuned to all 44 sacred soul symbol technologies. And you'll be able to come through the next time I teach live, which will have an additional 11 technologies. As a founding member of Sacred Soul Symbols, you get to come back through any future class that I teach. This will be a class that I will be teaching ongoing at least once a year, if not twice. So there'll be lots of opportunity to continue coming back through and receiving all the upgraded energies, just like I do with Sacred Soul Alignment. So for all future rounds, the price will be going up to $19.97 the next time I teach. But since this is the first time I'm teaching, the price is greatly discounted. It's just $12.22 for the full payment. And I also have a 3 payment and a 6 payment option. So I'm just so excited to get started. I know all of you guys who have signed up are so excited to get started. And I only ordered a certain amount of card decks. So there are a limited number of decks available left. I will be placing another order, but in order to get the deck before we are underway, or really probably even before we complete class, um, there are only a limited number of card decks left. So just wanted to get that out of the way before we dive into the healing today. So I do not have my crystal bowls with me. They don't travel well when you're traveling on an airplane. So I'm not going to be playing my crystal bowls like I normally do, but I'm bringing everything else in. And I'd love to hear as we move through this healing, um, how you really identify with the trauma of abandonment. I will definitely be watching the comments on Zoom, and I will do my best to take a look in Facebook at the comments as well in my Facebook group. Um, and if there are comments that really catch my eye, I will bring that into the healing that we're doing as a group. The way these tools work, really working in the quantum field where all potential and possibility exist, they're working directly with your individual intentions as well. So as we move through the healing, just really getting clear on how this wounding is showing up for you in your life, even more so than getting clear on how it was created, because oftentimes we don't have that conscious awareness of how a trauma or a particular wounding was created, but really getting clear on how it's showing up for you in your life. And I did list a few ways at the top of this call of how that shows up for us. So I'm going to just dive in and get us connected here into the heart of creation. And then actually, as I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get the technology active here. So you can see on your screen, this is the trauma of abandonment sacred soul symbol. And I have 4 symbols that I'm going to be sharing on my screen. We're going to start with this one. And when I move into the next slide, I will invite you to open your eyes so that you can allow it to activate in your field by looking at it. But if your eyes are closed and you're really in the zone, just know that it is getting called in and you don't have to open your eyes and look at it. So let's just dive right in. All right. So we're going to get connected into the heart of creation, which is the doorway to the quantum field. So just take a moment to get comfortable. You can sit up with your spine straight and your feet flat on the ground, or you can lie down flat, whatever feels good and right to you today. And just settling into your body, bringing all of your awareness into the present moment, and just relax. Closing your eyes, allowing yourself to land right here, right now. Allowing your body to relax even more. And just placing your focus and awareness onto your heart and just breathe. Allowing your breath to slow and deepen. Breathing as if you're breathing directly from your heart. Allowing your inhale and exhale to slow to about a count of 5. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now placing your focus and awareness onto your heart and your breath, continuing that long, slow, deep breath through your heart. And allowing yourself to see, sense, feel, or imagine the energy of compassion as a beautiful pink light surrounding you. And as you breathe through your heart, using your intention to breathe that pink light of compassion into your heart, allowing this energy to fill and expand your heart. And with your next breath, allowing this energy of compassion to expand into every cell of your body, feeling the cells of your body vibrating with the frequency of compassion. And with your focus and awareness on your heart, feeling into the heart to heart connection between your heart and the heart of Gaia, and your heart and the heart of creation. Noticing the beautiful golden light in the heart of Gaia and the glorious iridescent light in the heart of creation. And with your next breath, simultaneously begin to breathe this golden light from Gaia and iridescent light from the heart of creation into your heart. And as you breathe these energies into your heart, allowing this golden light from Gaia and iridescent light from the heart of creation to merge with the pink light of compassion, creating a beautiful iridescent rose gold light, allowing this light to expand your heart even more. And with your next inhale, allowing this light to fill all the cells of your body, allowing this beautiful iridescent rose gold light to expand beyond your physical body, going 12 feet out in all directions, filling your entire toroidal field, your entire energy field, creating a beautiful iridescent rose gold ball of light that you are in the center of. And just taking a moment to notice how loved, nurtured, safe, and protected you are in this space. And as you continue breathing through your heart, imagining a beautiful iridescent light flowing down from the heart of creation, connecting you with the energy of all that is, with potential, with possibility, with pure source energy, allowing this energy to move through your entire chakra column, traveling all the way down into the heart of Gaia. And imagining the beautiful golden light from the heart of Gaia flowing up, connecting you with the energy of infinite wisdom, wealth, knowledge, and abundance, coming all the way up through your entire chakra column and traveling all the way up into the heart of creation. And as these energies flow in, through, and around you, witnessing the beautiful ball of light that you are in, expanding with every breath you take. Good. And now I invite you to feel into the heart to heart connection between your human aspect and your divine aspect, the highest aspect of your soul that's guiding you through your human experience. And with your next inhale, allowing your human aspect to merge with your divine aspect. And as you merge with your divine aspect, feeling yourself expanding infinitely, expanding all the way into the heart of creation, expanding all the way into the quantum field where all potential and possibility exists. And just staying in your heart, breathing through your heart, connected to the energy of all that is. Just breathe. Allow yourself to expand into the energy of all potential and possibility. Good. And now working with the trauma of abandonment sacred soul symbol. So just calling this in and activating this symbol, this technology for everyone. Good. And just asking and allowing the aspect of you that first experienced abandonment that is your priority for working with today. Your attention may be drawn to the center of the symbol, the center dot. And just allowing your awareness to show you where this trauma originated. And if it's not in your conscious awareness, just know that these symbols are bypassing the conscious mind and this is happening for you. So this may be one of your first experiences in this life, as it was mine. Maybe in early childhood, when one or both of your parents was absent, or a caregiver, a loved one, a grandparent, a sibling. It may be ancestral, it may be a trauma that you inherited. It may be a past life trauma. Just allow your awareness to be drawn to one of the lines in this symbol, allowing it to light up or just really draw your attention. And this is either from this lifetime, from your DNA, or from another soul experience. This may be a trauma from death, from divorce, or the absence of one or both of your parents. It may be a trauma that originated with an illness, with neglect, with adoption. What's also coming to my mind right now is a family with so many children that the parents couldn't focus on all of them, and just feeling that core wound of abandonment, or where possibly a single parent had to work a lot and there was a feeling of being abandoned by both parents. An abuse situation, physical or sexual abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse. I'm being guided to bring in the inner child symbol here. So bringing that up in the camera, if you are guided to open your eyes and look in the corner of your screen, activating the inner child symbol. This is bringing in that aspect of your inner child that is most needing the healing today for the trauma of abandonment. Good. And I'm going to bring in emotional abuse, trauma release, mental abuse, trauma release, infidelity, trauma release. This is coming up strongly for some, where that trauma of abandonment was created in an intimate partnership that was unfaithful. Sexual abuse, trauma release, and past life trauma release. So divine love and light calling in these alignments now and running these through the trauma of abandonment symbol, really working with that particular line on that symbol that your awareness is drawn to. Whether you have a conscious awareness of what this represents or not, it doesn't matter. Allowing these alignments to run through this timeline, through this experience, going all the way back to that outer point on that line, which is the root of this wounding, this trauma for you. This may be showing up for you as trust issues, attachment disorders, addiction, self-abandonment, sabotaging, anxiety in relationships, anxiety in moving through the world. So these alignments are going deep into dissolving the trauma, trapped emotion, and energetic signatures of these types of traumas: emotional abuse, mental abuse, sexual abuse, infidelity trauma, and past life trauma. I'm also going to add in here poverty trauma. I'm hearing that for many people here, this was actually a form of abandonment trauma, whether or not it was an actual person abandoning them, feeling that abandonment of life supporting us. Good. And under emotional abuse trauma, that's also including neglect. This is releasing the energies of betrayal, PTSD, self-worth, confusion, anger, rage, grief, sorrow. Going deep into returning you to your true self. Good. Taking a deep breath here. I'm going to also bring in the medical trauma release alignment. And this is really addressing issues from medical trauma, including in utero experiences, birth trauma, misdiagnosis, devastating, shocking, or painful diagnosis, surgery, treatment, fear, physical, mental, and emotional, spiritual pain, vaccine damage, prescription toxicity, any trauma resulting in painful or debilitating experiences, including death. So, this is working on our own physical trauma and also the trauma from um, losing a loved one through illness or death. So their absence, which has created that abandonment trauma. Good. Good. Just taking some deep breaths here. And as this is unwinding through the trauma of abandonment symbol, I'm going to bring in a few more sacred soul symbols to really take this deeper. I'm going to bring in the release symbol, taking this deeper for releasing the emotional and mental pain and anguish, releasing the oath, vows, agreements, and contracts to hold on to this abandonment trauma in order to keep ourselves safe, releasing hooks, cords, and attachments to those who have abandoned us or who we perceive have abandoned us, releasing the trauma through the cells, the nervous system. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my nervous system, body system alignment here, and divine love and light. Thank you. I'm also going to bring in root of the issue, really supporting that healing, going all the way back through time to the root of this trauma, the origin of this trauma. And I'm going to bring in the pattern disconnect, disconnecting us from patterns of recreating this particular trauma through feeling like we're always alone. We always have to do everything ourselves, sabotaging relationships, abandoning ourselves. I'm going to bring in the sever symbol to really sever from all of this. Good. And I'm going to bring in one more symbol here, the family of origin symbol. And this is really working for this, this particular way I'm using this symbol is working on the trauma of abandonment that we have inherited in our DNA from our mothers and our fathers. And I'm hearing both biological and adoptive parents. Good. And now just taking a moment to notice how this particular line is feeling to you, the line that you were drawn to in the symbol. Noticing if it feels complete, if it feels like this is resolved for you. And if so, good. Noticing if another line shows up for you. There's another line that your awareness is being drawn to or that may light up for you. So either continuing to work with the original trauma or the next layer. If you're working with the next layer, just I'm going to call in for this, all of the alignments that are already running: emotional abuse, trauma, infidelity trauma, mental abuse trauma, past life trauma, sexual abuse trauma, and medical trauma for this particular line here. I'm also going to bring in now the root chakra alignment. This is clearing fear and trauma held in the root chakra from the womb through about age 5. This is clearing ancestral trauma and fear. It's also bringing in and activating the knowledge and the energy of true safety. trust, feeling connected to family, feeling at home, feeling grounded, nourished, healthy, and prosperous. I'm going to bring in the heart chakra alignment here. This is working to clear grief and traumas of being rejected, abandoned, shamed, criticized, and abused. Clearing traumas caused by death, divorce, loss, being in cold and uncaring environments, conditional love, sexual or physical abuse, and betrayal. And it's bringing in and activating the energies of divine love, self-love, devotion, and acceptance of self. I'm going to bring in the heart alignment. This is working on the physical heart, the emotional heart, and the heart and higher heart chakras. So this is bringing in a physical healing, but what I'm going to focus right here on is the emotional part of that, dissolving anger, fear, overwhelm, grief, unworthiness, feelings of lack of control, clearing traumas, including ancestral trauma related to loss of home or land, war trauma, imprisonment, loss of identity, loss of people who are loved, who we have loved, betrayal, abandonment. So this is all working on that core abandonment wound. I'm going to bring in the lung alignment. This is dissolving grief, despair, sorrow, anxiety, depression, shock, trauma, unworthiness. This is also working on our physical lungs, clearing toxins held in the lungs and cleansing the 70 square meters of the surface of our lungs, bringing us into balance with the breath of life. This is also activating the emotions of joy and happiness. I'm also going to bring in the father wound healing and the mother wound healing alignments. And I'm going to bring back in the inner child here just to really reconnect with this symbol. So the aspect of us who may be holding these father wound or mother wound. The father wound is often created by the absence of a father or father figure, either emotional or physical absence, or by having a critical or abusive father. This is bringing in deep, profound healing between you and your father, whether he has been in your life or not. And any father figure that you may choose to focus on now while you're receiving this healing. This is also healing your relationship with God. Good. The mother wound is one that affects almost everyone. It can originate from trauma, emotions, belief systems passed on in the womb from mother to child, and be amplified by experiences in childhood or even later in life of absent mothers, either physically or emotionally, cold, distant, angry, or abusive mothers. This is unwinding the traumas, emotions, and beliefs passed on in the womb from your mother and bringing a deep, profound healing between you or your mother, whether she's been in your life or not, and any mother figure you choose to focus on while receiving this alignment. Good. And just noticing how this one or two lines are feeling to you, knowing that all of this healing is continuing to work. And if it feels like it's not fully complete yet, you can come back and listen again. And feeling that for most, if not all of you, this is really complete, although it will continue integrating. Good. And I'm going to bring up on the screen the remembrance symbol, calling in and activating this technology. to remember who you are without this trauma of abandonment. Good. I'm going to bring in some alignments to support this, expanding self-love and self-worth. This will expand your capacity to feel and create more self-love and self-worth, bringing in the true definition of emotional boundaries, energetically strengthening your personal boundaries, and calling in the devotion alignment, bringing in and amplifying the frequency of devotion, including devotion to yourself, to loving relationships, practices, and activities, and energies that are in resonance with your soul. This will also assist you in making the choices and decisions that are in alignment with the energy of loyalty and devotion. Also bringing in and activating the alignment, awaken true happiness. This is literally activating your happiness genes, which are located in your central nervous system, adrenals, and pancreas, connecting your heart and your brain, bringing in the ability to understand the messages of the heart, activating the emotions of joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment. Also activating a deep understanding of being responsible for your own reality. And also just remembering who you are as a being of happiness. Good. I'm going to bring in and activate the connect symbol here, which is on your screen. Allowing this to activate in your field. And bringing this in with the intention for you to energetically receive the love, nurturing, and support that you did not receive during the times that you felt abandoned or were abandoned. Good. And there's a comment I'm going to read here out loud. Trauma can get lodged in the nervous system. Exactly. Which is why I'm running the nervous system alignment and the vagus nerve also. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and bring in the vagus nerve alignment. I have an alignment for that as well. I have alignment for just about anything. So getting that running. Premature births in particular can cause an inability of vagus nerve to respond naturally. For me, getting stuck in fear, inability to connect, mothers not understanding this, physically abandon their child because the child cannot connect. So let's just bring in anywhere that was the experience of anybody receiving this healing, and really also trapped in the fascia system. Yes. So there's a lot of alignments I could bring in for different aspects of this. Since these are being mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and also trapped in the fascia. I'm going to bring in the fascia alignment as well. Good. And just really focusing on that connect symbol to bring you and connect you with the love or the nurturing or the care that you did not receive in these instances of abandonment. Good. So there's a comment here that somebody is experiencing pain in their solar plexus. So I'm going to bring in the solar plexus alignment. And I'm also intuitively feeling guided to bring in digestive systems 1 and 2, particularly digestive system 1 that really focuses on the emotions that we're holding in our digestive system, that also that we may have inherited from our mothers in particular. So bringing in the solar plexus and digestive system 1 alignment for anyone who may be experiencing any of this. And somebody's asking me for the joint alignment. So that's the skeletal system alignment. So I'll go ahead and bring that in for you or anyone who would like to receive that, MD. So calling in the skeletal system alignment for anyone that it's optimal to receive that. And I'm also being guided to take a look at the comments in the Facebook group. Comments in the Facebook group. And let me turn my volume off here. Okay, so somebody was saying pain in the eye. So let's see. And for some reason, oh, here we go. Pain behind the eye. So I'm going to actually bring in the pineal gland alignment. So calling that in now, divine love and light. Thank you. What the information I'm getting about this is that this has actually created a wounding of self-abandonment, having your pineal gland calcify and being unable to connect fully with yourself in the way that we were intended as humans. And pretty much everyone, if not everyone, has calcification. I would say everyone, unless maybe you're a monk living up in the mountains in Tibet or something. We all have calcification of our pineal glands, but for this particular person who's experiencing pain behind the eyes, and maybe for other people, running the pineal gland alignment is helping with clearing that, feeling abandoned by yourself, feeling abandoned by your soul, by your internal guidance system. And pain in the right neck. So you guys are really experiencing a lot of physical issues today. That's very interesting. So just allowing the skeletal system alignment to work with that. I'm going to bring in the muscular system alignment as well. So anywhere that we're holding these particular traumas in our nervous, let's just name the different systems that are running here: the nervous system, the skeletal system, the muscular system, the digestive system, the fascia, the vagus nerve, allowing these traumas to be released with all of the energies that are running, the sacred soul symbols, the alignments. I'm going to also bring in the spiral symbol here to spiral out this healing throughout all aspects of our life and our being, and the ripple symbol. I'm going to bring these two. I haven't actually used these together in this way. And I'm also going to bring in the release symbol. So you can see those in the corner on your screen there. Releasing all of these traumas from all of these places and spiraling this out through all parts and aspects of your being, rippling this out through all parts and aspects of your life and your being, through all lifetimes, all timelines where trauma has been your experience. This trauma of abandonment has been your experience. Good. So just checking in. How are you guys feeling? And I'm only able to look at the comments in a couple places right now. So in my Facebook group and on Zoom. For some of you, there are multiple instances of this trauma and you would benefit by listening again. So just know that you can come back to this healing. Good. Feeling cherished and loved. Palms are vibrating. Love it. So I'm going to bring in the harmonize alignment to really bring in the energy of harmony into all of these aspects of ourselves that have received this healing today. Good. So much yawning. I became emotional, felt tingling in my arms and legs. Got intense goosebumps. Beautiful. All right. So just allowing that connect symbol to really do its final work for you, bringing you what you didn't receive in those instances of abandonment. And we're going to anchor this all in now, anchoring all of this in, anchoring in the feeling of being loved, being nurtured, being cared for, being able to trust those that love and care for us, being able to trust God and the universe and the world around us. Good. Anchoring in all of this healing that has come through today. All right. And just bringing your awareness back, pulling all of the aspects of yourself that are ready to reintegrate now that this particular wounding has been released. I'm actually literally seeing thousands of souls, like what looks like shards of souls, coming back in for this collective group. I've never seen that, anything like that before, quite. Good. So just bringing yourself all the way back into your present moment, into your body, feeling safe. Good. Margaret just typed that as I was saying it, feeling safe again. Beautiful. Feeling like you can rely on and depend on God, the universe, the people around you. Amazing. I'd love to hear how you're feeling after this. Um, this felt like really, really big for many of you. It felt like it was really fast. It felt like it was like 5 minutes to me, but we've been on for almost an hour here. Um, if you feel like something is still integrating for you, you can return and listen to this call again. If you would like the full workshop, if you're, I feel like there's somebody out there who's really feeling like they want that full workshop, you can purchase that for $47. If you would like that, just email hello@aliciahartzell.com and ask for the trauma of abandonment workshop, or you can type in the comments on Facebook or YouTube workshop and we'll get that to you. Wasn't planning on offering that. I would have had the link ready, but I'm hearing that somebody is thinking about that right now. Um, good. So this was really powerful healing. I feel like it was much bigger than I even originally had planned. So you may really be integrating this. Make sure that you drink a lot of water. I feel like for some of you, there may be people that will be showing up in your life over the next couple of weeks who did abandon you. So don't be surprised if that happens. You're welcome, Kristen. You're welcome, MD. And just one more reminder, invitation. If you're feeling called to Sacred Soul Symbols, I would love to have you in this class. I really have not been as excited for for anything the way that I am for this in a very long time. These technologies are beyond anything that I've ever worked with, including alignments, although they are the perfect partnership, but they just work in a different way. They work so fast. And I really want to get these into the hands of as many people as possible. So I would love to have you if you're feeling guided. If you have any questions, or you'd like to get on a quick phone call, Zoom call, and discuss this, just let me know. Um, I am just south of LA. Um, Here, just in a temp where I don't live here full time, but I eventually will. Oh, you're in OC. No, between LA and Orange County. Um, so yeah, I love it here, although it's raining right now. We're going to a concert tonight and a couple other concerts over the weekend. So I was hoping for some sun to get out of the Seattle rain, but that doesn't seem to be the case today. Um, oh, your father passed when you were 8. He's in almost every meditation. That's beautiful. Thank you, Kristen. So, anyway, registration for Sacred Soul Symbols closes on Tuesday. That's less than a week away. Um, so I am just thrilled to be finally offering this, and I'd love to have you if it's resonating with you. So, um, the link is above the video on Facebook, below it on YouTube, and posted in my group. Been emailing it out, but if you need help finding it, you can just message me on Facebook or email us at hello@aliciahartzell.com. We will get it to you. And thank you for being part of this healing. It's so powerful when we join together. Everyone is participating in amplifying the energy for all of us. So this is a particularly close to my heart because this is a trauma that I have worked on unwinding for so many years in my life. So sending you all so much love, everyone. And I will see you all very soon. Feeling loved and love. That was very powerful. Yay. That was a powerful, so much opening. Pains jumped around, energy releasing. Yes. You're grateful for the, oh, you're in Dana Point. I love Dana Point. Um, thank you. I will enjoy it. All right. So much love to all of you guys. I will see you all soon. Bye for now.